My sermon today, I want everyone to know I had another sermon planned for today. I was going to talk about being inclusive, becoming a member, being in fellowship with others of like mind, and professing this connection by joining Church of the Spirit. I am so happy for those who have joined the church today. I am also happy for all of us who are a part of Church of the Spirit, whether an official member or not. Well, my well-planned sermon changed a day ago. Spirit guided me in a different direction. Prayers and gratitude. I'm sure we all know about and probably know someone who has been impacted by the wildfires in California. Many homes and communities have been destroyed, gone. Many are losing everything from these wildfires. It's hard experiencing devastation, losing everything we worked for in a matter of minutes. Important papers, photos, possessions, a place to live. I saw one guy in California being interviewed, and he said that he only had a moment to determine what was most precious to him. His trinkets, his possessions, his things that he had accumulated over the years, or his dog. He chose his dog. Another woman, crying, said, "I've lost everything, but thank God I'm still here." Now, moving closer to home. According to my online research, on average, Chicago has roughly 3,000 plus structural fires per year. And although unlike California's fires that have burned 12,000 structures, Chicago's fires didn't wipe out 60 square miles of land. But Chicago's fires affected a building or two, or a company or two, or someone's place of living or two. But it is just as devastating. Everything is lost in a matter of minutes. Moving even closer to home. Within this past week, one of the 3,000 plus yearly Chicago fires was right next door to where I live. My neighbor's street flat, where my friend, I'll call her Jane, she lives up on the top floor. And where the handyman, I'll call him Joe, he lives in the basement. He sometimes helps and fix things in my building. And also where the young lady with the small child lived on the first floor. They all lost everything within a matter of minutes. What touches our hearts when we experience these tragedies, whether up close or from a distance, are how people who are experiencing devastation are able to give gratitude, even in the midst of tragedy. There was chaos not knowing if everyone had gotten out, and then relief and joy seeing that their loved one had made it out. Thank God we are still here. Thank God we are alive. I may have lost everything, but thank God I'm still here. We truly realize in this moment what is precious, each other and our companions. What also touches our hearts is how neighbors jumped into action. Coats, blankets, shoes, socks were given to those who had just fled with little to nothing on in the freezing weather. Their adrenaline pumping so much, they didn't even realize that they were freezing, they were cold. In California, many companies, as well as individuals, are coming together, donating to Red Cross. Many from the music industry are putting together concerts, and the proceeds are going to help those impacted by the fires. We realize that their roles have been forever changed. We want to do whatever we can to help ease their burdens. This saying, "Thank God I'm still here," speaks to our living spirituality. This has everything to do with what is inside of us. And sometimes our God consciousness within only surfaces when tragedy strikes. But we are saying we are connected to spirit. We are saying that we are connected to infinite intelligence. We are saying that we are connected to the spiritual side of life. This saying is a universal saying. This saying comes out in good times and in bad. Thank God, thank God. Tragedies have a way of reducing us to our common denominator. We are all one in God. And that God is immanent. That God is omnipotent. And we are all connected to this intelligence that is infinite. We have a God that is throughout all of nature. And that means that God is everywhere. We have a God that we can lean on and ask for help and guidance when we encounter life's small setbacks or life's major disasters. We are here to help one another, and we demonstrate this when we go running to bring a coat and shoes and socks to that neighbor running out of the burning building. We demonstrate unto others as we would have them do unto us. We help out. That's why we're here. But we also have to acknowledge natural laws. Fire that is not contained will burn everything in its path. That's a natural law. Fire doesn't think, oh, there's a baby playing with only a shirt and pamper on. It doesn't think by continuing to burn, it will displace thousands of people. Natural law is immutable, and that means that it functions in a set, governed way every time. Gratitude is also a natural law. By being grateful and giving thanks, we benefit spiritually, mentally, and physically. We know that prayer changes things. Prayers keep with things within boundaries. The raging fire next door only melted and buckled the siding on my building. I pray for and give thanks daily for our family building. Gratitude and prayer works. Know that from the bottom of your heart. Know that that is within you. Know that by giving those prayers and that gratitude, know that you are making a difference. In the midst of tragedy, could we too be grateful? In the midst of job seeking for months and still no one has hired us, can we still be grateful? In the midst of betrayal from family or from friends, could we still find the strength and courage to be thankful for what we have? Another day to look for that job or to work through forgiving that betrayal, or another day to demonstrate gratitude and share God's love. We all have God consciousness within. And when we demonstrate gratitude, even in the midst, and especially in the midst of tragedy, we are shining God's light and allowing God's love to flow through us. Know that we are here to experience, to learn, and to love. Know that we have each other, and we realize who and what is most precious. We can always replace things. Photos, we can always have our memories in our heads, in our minds, in our hearts. People, we have to make sure that we are giving and that we are sharing and that we are following the golden rule. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. Bless you.